Welcome back to USA Coins 1. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating history and surprising value of the 1967 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but holds secrets that can make it worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the collector market. The 1967 Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent piece. It is a piece of American history struck during one of the most unique periods in U.S. mint history. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to identify rare 1967 pennies that are worth a lot of money today. Part 2, the year without mint MRKS. In 1967, the U.S. Mint made a decision that would forever make this year special for coin collectors. There were no mint marks on any of the Lincoln pennies made that year. That means you will not see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. All 1967 pennies appear the same, but their quality, errors, and conditions make them very different in value. The reason behind this no mint mark decision was to discourage coin hoarding during the coin shortage of the 1960s. The mint wanted people to use their coins, not collect them. Ironically, this policy made the 1967 penny one of the most collectible coins of the decade. Part 3, the design that never gets old. The 1967 Lincoln penny continued the legendary design by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The front shows the famous right-facing portrait of Lincoln, with the word Liberty on one side and the year 1967 on the other. Above his head reads, "In God We Trust." The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America and 1 cent proudly displayed. Even though millions were made, subtle variations and minting errors have turned ordinary pennies into valuable treasures. Part 4, how many were made? More than 3 billion Lincoln pennies were struck in 1967, a huge number. Most were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and as mentioned, none carry a mint mark. Because of the high production, most of these coins are common in circulated condition. But don't be fooled by the numbers. Among those billions lie a handful of rare coins with doubling errors, die cracks, and special finishes that can make a collector's heart race. The true value is not in how many were made, but in how few survived in perfect condition. Part 5, material and composito. In the 1967 Lincoln penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, just like pennies minted before 1982. This gives the coin its rich, reddish-brown color that changes over time depending on how it was stored. Because of this copper content, even a regular 1967 penny has some intrinsic metal value, especially as copper prices rise. But the real magic happens when you find one that is uncirculated or proof quality. Those can be worth hundreds of dollars today. Part 6, the proof coins. Although 1967 pennies had no mint marks, special proof coins were struck for collectors at the San Francisco Mint. These proof coins were included in special mint sets, known as special mint sets or SMS coins. These sets featured high-quality strikes with beautiful mirror-like finishes. If you own a 1967 special mint set penny with deep cameo contrast, where Lincoln's image looks frosted against a shiny background, it can fetch hundreds of dollars or even more depending on condition. Part 7, rare errors that make big money. Collectors love errors, and the 1967 Lincoln penny has its fair share. Look out for double die obverse coins, where Lincoln's face or the lettering shows doubling. Another valuable variety is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the coin was misaligned during minting. There are also die cracks, clipped planchets, and struck-through errors, all of which can increase a penny's value drastically. Some error pennies from 1967 have sold for over $1,000 or more at auctions. Part 8, condition is everything. When it comes to coins, condition matters more than anything else. A circulated 1967 penny might only be worth a few cents, but a brilliant uncirculated one, especially in MS-67 or MS-68 grade, can be worth a fortune. Coins that have never been used in commerce, kept shiny and flawless since the day they were minted, are the true treasures. Collectors and investors are willing to pay premium prices for these pristine examples. Part 9. Market value and prices. Today in today's coin market, the average 1967 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth around 2 to 5 cents. However, uncirculated examples in mint state 65 or higher can sell between $20 to $75. A top-graded coin with deep red luster can bring as much as $300 to $500, while rare errors and high-quality SMS coins can cross the $1,000 mark. Some extraordinary specimens even go beyond $898.669, making them some of the most valuable Lincoln pennies from the 1960s. Part 10. Why collectors love 1967 Pennies. Collectors love the 1967 Lincoln penny because it represents a time of transition in U.S. coinage. It was a year without mint marks, a time of experimentation, and a period where the mint tried to balance production with public demand. Each penny tells a story, a glimpse into the past, and that makes it both historically significant and emotionally valuable. For those who collect Lincoln cents, the 1967 penny is a must-have piece. Part 11. Spotting the difference between regular and rare. To tell whether your 1967 penny is valuable, examine it under good light or with a magnifier. Look for doubling on the letters Liberty or In God We Trust. Check for die cracks or raised lines near Lincoln's face or coat. Inspect the rim. An off-center rim or misalignment can signal an error. If your penny looks extra shiny or has a mirror-like surface, it may be a special mint set coin. These little details can turn a 1-cent coin into a collectible worth hundreds of dollars. Part 12. Cleaning. Never clean your 1967 penny. Cleaning coins can actually destroy their value. Even gentle rubbing can remove the original mint luster that collectors prize so much. Always handle coins by their edges, and store them in protective holders to keep them safe from moisture, air, and damage. A natural patina or toning is better than an artificially shiny coin. Part 13. Auction stories and record sales. Some incredible 1967 pennies have made headlines in the coin world. One flawless 1967 SMS penny graded SP68RD by PCGS sold for several $100s. Another coin with a dramatic off-center strike fetched nearly $1,000. Each sale tells us that even modern-era pennies can surprise the market when found in top grade or with rare mint errors. Part 14. Investing in Lincoln pennies. For those interested in investing, the 1967 penny is a great entry point. It's affordable, historical, and has room for value growth. Focus on finding coins in the highest possible condition or with verified minting errors. The demand for Lincoln pennies has been rising steadily, especially among young collectors entering the hobby. As the years go on, these coins will only become more valuable. Part 15. Final thoughts and USA coins. 1 MESSAG. The 1967 Lincoln penny is a small piece of copper with a big story, from its no mint mark mystery to its hidden value in today's collector market. Whether you find one in your old coin jar, your father's collection, or a random coin roll, take a closer look. You might be holding something worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 1975 Liberty Lincoln penny. A coin that might look ordinary, but behind its copper shine hides a story of history, rarity, and surprising market value. Stay with us till the end, because this 1975 penny could be worth more than you ever imagined, some even up to hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on grade and mint condition. Part 2. The birth of the 1975 Lincoln PNN. Why the 1975 Lincoln penny was struck at a time when the United States was going through change. The Vietnam War had just ended, and the American economy was shifting. The penny continued to carry the portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first used in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The obverse features Lincoln's right-facing profile with the word Liberty to the left and the year 1975 under the motto In God We Trust. Part 3. the back side that tells STRY. Turn the coin around and you'll see the beautiful image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. Look closely and you can even see the tiny figure of Abraham Lincoln seated inside, making this coin one of the few in the world where a person appears on both sides. The reverse also bears the inscriptions United States of America and 1 cent along with the powerful motto E pluribus unum. Part 4. The material and COMPOSITO and the 1975 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Each coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. These pennies were minted just a few years before the U.S. Mint changed to copper-plated zinc coins in 1982, making pre-1982 copper pennies more collectible due to their metal content alone. Collectors today prize the copper shine and durability of the 1975 coin. Part 5, Mint locations and NO Mint MRK. Now, here's something every coin collector needs to know. The 1975 Lincoln penny was minted in 2 primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins from Denver bear a small D mint mark under the date. But the Philadelphia coins have no mint mark at all. That's right, if your 1975 penny has no mint mark, it came from Philadelphia. These no mint mark coins are considered common but can become valuable when found in pristine condition or with special die errors. Part 6, Why the 1975 penny is so collectible. The 1975 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series that was minted from 1959 to 2008. Collectors seek these coins not just for their historical design but also for their condition, toning, and possible mint errors. Even though millions were produced, high-grade examples with sharp details and full red luster are very hard to find today, and that's where real money comes in. Part 7, Rare varieties and die errors, where things get exciting. Some 1975 pennies were struck with die cracks, double die obverse, off-center strikes, and even broad-struck errors. A double die obverse can show doubling on the date or the word liberty. These errors make a coin unique and can skyrocket its value. Some 1975 pennies with strong doubling have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Part 8, Condition and grading. Value. Coin condition matters more than you think. Grading ranges from good to mint state and beyond. A 1975 penny in good condition may only be worth a few cents, but a coin graded MS67 red or higher can fetch several $100s. Perfect examples with bright copper color, no scratches, and full details are highly prized by collectors and grading services like PCGS and NGC. Part 9, Record-breaking sales. Over the years, several 1975 Lincoln pennies have broken auction records. For example, a stunning 1975 no mint mark penny graded MS67 red sold for over $2,500. Meanwhile, rare error coins have sold for up to $10,000 depending on rarity and demand. The market for Lincoln cents continues to grow, as collectors recognize their place in American history. Part 10, Current market value. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the current market value. As of today, a typical circulated 1975 penny might be worth between 1 and 5 cents due to its copper content. But uncirculated examples can range anywhere from $1 to over $100. Rare error coins and high-grade specimens can reach up to $898,667 in collector markets or private sales when demand spikes. Always check online auctions and grading service records for the latest updates. Part 11, How to check if your penny is valuable. If you have a 1975 penny, start by checking for a mint mark. If it has no mark, it's from Philadelphia. Next, inspect it under good lighting. Look for doubling on the date or letters, signs of off-center strikes, or cracks near Lincoln's face. If the coin has strong luster and few marks, it might be worth grading. Certified grading can transform a simple penny into a collector's treasure. Part 12, Storage and preservation. Proper coin care is essential. Store your pennies in coin flips or holders that prevent air exposure. Avoid cleaning them with chemicals, this can destroy value. Keep them in a cool, dry environment away from moisture. Remember, original color and shine are everything in the collector's market. A coin that's naturally toned is worth more than one that's been polished. Part 13. The copper factor. Because 1975 pennies were made of nearly pure copper, they have intrinsic metal value. When copper prices rise, these coins become even more valuable to investors and collectors alike. Many people collect rolls of pre-1982 pennies as a hedge against inflation. Your 1975 Lincoln penny is part of that generation, a solid copper coin with lasting worth. Part 14. What makes it special? The 1975 Lincoln penny stands as a reminder of America's enduring history. It connects us to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and represents over a century of American minting craftsmanship. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just discovering the world of coins, this penny tells a story of artistry, economics, and national pride. It's more than just 1 cent, it's a piece of living history. Part 15. Final words from USA Coins 1. So friends, next time you find a 1975 penny in your pocket, don't dismiss it as ordinary. Take a closer look, because that little coin might be worth a small fortune. Whether it's a rare error, a flawless mint state coin, or a symbol of the past, it carries value far beyond its face. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1977 Liberty Lincoln penny, a small piece of American history that might just be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. The 1977 Lincoln cent looks ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, even a penny can shine brighter than gold when it's rare, valuable, and full of history. Part 2. Let's start with the story behind it. The 1977 Lincoln penny continues the beloved design by Victor David Brenner. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the obverse side, we see Lincoln's bold profile with the word Liberty, the date 1977, and the famous motto, "In God We Trust." On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, a design introduced in 1959 to mark 150 years since Lincoln's birth. Hidden within that memorial, if you look very closely, is a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting in the center, one of the most beautiful details in all U.S. coinage. Part 3. Now, let's talk about mintage. In 1977, millions of these coins rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint. Those have no mint mark, just the year, 1977. The Denver Mint made even more, with a small D mint mark under the date, and the San Francisco Mint struck proof coins marked with an S. These were not meant for circulation but for collectors only. Even though there are millions, not all 1977 pennies are equal. Condition, rarity, and small minting differences can turn a simple cent into something truly valuable. Part if you are collectors love the 1977 no mint mark penny from Philadelphia because of its classic look and historical appeal. Most are worth 1 to 5 cents in circulated condition, but here's the exciting part: in pristine, uncirculated MS65 red or higher grades, values can climb quickly. A bright red 1977 penny with full luster, no scratches, and perfect surfaces can sell for $25, $50, or even more at auction, but that's just the beginning. Part 5. The real treasures are the error coins, the ones with mistakes that make them unique. Some 1977 Lincoln pennies show double dies, off-center strikes, or broad strikes that make collectors go crazy. A double die obverse with strong doubling in Liberty or the date can be worth hundreds of dollars, and if you find a major off-center error, the price could jump to $200 or more depending on how dramatic the error is. Part 6. Let's dive deeper into graded coins. A top-quality MS67 red 1977 penny, certified by PCGS or NGC, has sold for over $800 to $900 in the collector's market. Yes, one single penny could bring in nearly $898.667, depending on color, condition, and eye appeal. coins that maintain their full red color are the most valuable because copper tends to darken with age. If your penny still shines like it just left the mint, you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. Part 7. Let's not forget about the proof version, the 1977 Lincoln penny. These coins were struck with special dies on polished planchets, giving them a mirror-like finish. A deep cameo proof can look absolutely stunning, and top-graded examples can sell between $15 to $50. Sometimes even higher if they're flawless. Collectors love the sharp details and mirror shine that only proof coins can deliver. Part EIGHT. Now, here's a fun fact. The 1977 Lincoln penny marked one of the last years before the U.S. Mint changed its metal composition. From 1909 to 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them that rich, heavy feel. Each 1977 penny actually contains about 2.9 grams of copper, making it worth more than 1 cent in metal value alone when copper prices are high. Part N. But remember, melting coins is illegal, so the real value is in collecting, not melting. Collectors around the world seek 1977 pennies in perfect condition because they represent the golden era of solid copper coins. Every year that passes, fewer remain in mint state, making top examples even rarer. If you've got one tucked away in a jar or drawer, now's the time to check it. Part 10. Let's talk market trends. As of this year, coin prices for the 1977 Lincoln penny have been rising steadily. Auction sites, coin shows, and online markets show strong demand for top-quality examples. Even coins in lower grades are gaining attention as collectors complete date and mint sets from the 1970s. The current market value for the most desirable pieces ranges from $100 to $900, depending on grade and rarity. Part ELEVN. Collectors love these pennies for their vintage appeal, their solid copper, and their connection to American history. 1977 was a year of change and progress in the U.S., and every coin minted that year carries that spirit. Holding one is like holding a little piece of history from the late 1970s, a time before digital money, before zinc cents, when every penny truly meant something. Part TWELV. Now, if you want to know whether your 1977 penny could be valuable, here's what to check. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's hair and beard, clear lettering, and a brilliant red color. Avoid coins with scratches or spots, and if you spot doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes, congratulations. You might have a rare error worth hundreds. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC for the best chance of selling at top dollar. Part 13. Let's talk about real auction results. A 1977 penny graded MS67 red sold for $988 at auction. Another one with a dramatic off-center strike sold for over $500. Even slightly lower grades like MS66 red often sell in the $75 to $120 range. And remember, every coin's value depends on collector demand, condition, and the strength of the strike. Part FURTN. So, what makes the 1977 Lincoln penny so special? It's the end of an era, the last few years before the metal composition changed forever. It's a coin that still captures Lincoln's legacy and the power of American craftsmanship, and in today's market, it's more than just a cent. It's a symbol of hidden value, patience, and discovery. Who knew that an old coin in your change could carry so much worth? Part FFTN. So if you've got a 1977 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, D, or even an S, check it closely. You might just have a treasure in your pocket. Clean it carefully, without harsh chemicals, keep it safe, and consider getting it graded if it looks flawless. Collectors are always searching, and the market for these coins remains strong. Remember, it only takes one lucky find to change a penny into a payday. Thank you for watching USA Coins 1, where every video uncovers the history, beauty, and hidden fortune inside America's coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you found a rare 1977 Liberty penny. Who knows, your coin could be the next one worth $898.667 or even more. Stay tuned for more amazing videos on US coins, values, and hidden treasures. This is USA Coins 1, signing off, reminding you that every coin has a story, and yours might just be worth a fortune. Today, We dive deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable modern Lincoln pennies, the 1988 D Lincoln penny, with an unbelievable potential value reaching up to $898,665 in pristine condition. Yes, you heard that right, a single small copper-plated coin that could be worth a fortune. Let's uncover its hidden secrets, design history, and current market trends that make it a must-watch for every coin enthusiast. Part 2. The birth of the 1988 DPNNY. The year 1988 was a fascinating period for the U.S. Mint. The Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark, produced millions of pennies. However, not all pennies are created equal. Some rare errors and die varieties from this year have shocked collectors and increased the coin's demand in the market. This penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been on the penny since 1909, a timeless tribute to one of America's greatest presidents. Part 3. Design and Imposition. On the obverse side, front, of the 1988 D Lincoln penny shows the detailed profile of Lincoln with the word Liberty and the year 1988 beside him. Below, the small d indicates it was minted in Denver. The reverse side proudly displays the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity and freedom. This coin is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing about 2.5 grams. Its small size hides immense historical and collector's value. Part 4. The No Mint marks CONFUSO. And now here's where things get fascinating. The No Mint mark variety. While most Denver coins have a clear D below the date, some pennies from this year appear to be missing the mint mark entirely due to die polishing or striking errors. These No Mint mark 1988 D pennies are incredibly rare and can sell for thousands of dollars, depending on condition and certification. Collectors hunt for these pieces because they represent a minting mystery, adding thrill and rarity to the 1988 series. Part 5. The 1988 D Close AM VRETY. One of the most valuable errors in the Lincoln penny series is the Close AM reverse, where the letters A and M in America are closer than normal. This design mix-up occurred because the reverse die from 1989 was accidentally used for some 1988 pennies. If you find a 1988 D Close AM penny, you could be holding a 5-figure coin. That's why collectors closely examine every 1988 penny under magnification. Part 6. Rarity and value INGRADS. The condition of your coin matters a lot. A circulated 1988 D penny might be worth only a few cents, but a mint state or uncirculated one, especially with a rare error, can skyrocket in value. Here's the breakdown. Circulated, worn around 5 cents. $1.00 brilliant uncirculated, MS, $65.50. $2.50 rare error, close AM/no mint mark $5,000. $20,000 proof or unique die variety, up to $898,665 reported at auctions. Part 7. Auction records and market stories. Many 1988 D Lincoln pennies have surprised the coin world at major auctions. Some rare die errors have fetched tens of thousands of dollars from eager collectors. In one famous case, a high-grade 1988 D Close AM penny reached nearly $20,000, while another with an ultra-rare die clash sold for over $15,000. These stories inspire collectors worldwide to search their coin jars and old collections, because a treasure might be hiding there. Part 8. How to spot a rare 1988 D penny. Here's how to examine your coins like a professional. Use a strong magnifying glass or digital microscope. Look closely at the space between A and M in AMRICA. The mint mark area for missing or doubled marks the designer initials under Lincoln's shoulder. The lettering sharpness and any die crack. Small differences can mean big value. Always check carefully. Part 9. Grading your PNNY before selling or buying. You should get your 1988 D penny graded by a trusted company like PCGS or NGC. They'll determine the MS, mint state, grade and confirm authenticity. Coins graded MS 67 or higher can bring massive returns, especially if certified as error or variety types. professional grading adds trust and boosts your coin's market value significantly. Part 10. The market demand in 2025 inches. The current 2025 coin market demand for rare Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever. Collectors around the world are paying record prices for unique and rare modern errors. On platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections, 1988 Lincoln pennies in superb condition are selling fast, proving that this small cent is still a big deal in the collector world. Part 11. Why collectors love the 1988 PN. Why collectors love this coin? Because it bridges two eras, the end of the memorial design era and the transition into modern die-making technology. It's also a reminder of the U.S. Mint's evolution and the artistic legacy of Lincoln's portrait. Each coin tells a story, a moment in American history frozen in copper and zinc. Part 12. Identifying CUNTRFEATS because of its growing value. Fake or altered 1988 pennies have started appearing. Be cautious. Look for signs like wrong metal tone, weight difference, or uneven lettering. Authentic coins should match official U.S. Mint specifications exactly. Always buy or sell through reputable dealers or certified auction houses. Part 13. Tips for beginners. COLLECTORS. If you're just starting, here's what to do. Always keep a magnifier and coin album. Store coins in a cool, dry place. Never clean your coins, it lowers their value. Watch professional auctions to learn grading and pricing. Join collector forums and share your finds. The 1988 penny is a great start for anyone wanting to enter the world of numismatics. Part 14. Future value. PRDICTONS. Experts predict that rare Lincoln pennies from the 1980s, especially the 1988 will continue to rise in value as more collectors focus on modern-era varieties, with limited high-grade examples known, and more attention in the digital coin community. Prices may double or triple in the coming decade. So holding onto your high-quality 1988 penny could be a smart investment for the future. Part 15. Final words and closing. MESSAG. The 1988 Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a symbol of America's craftsmanship. Whether you find one in your change or inherit it from a family collection, don't overlook it. It could be your ticket to a valuable discovery worth hundreds, thousands, or even $898,665. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of the modern era, the Liberty 1991 Lincoln penny. At first glance, this copper-plated coin looks like any other cent you might find in your pocket. But the truth is, certain 1991 pennies are worth hundreds, thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Yes, some rare 1991 Lincoln pennies have sold for as high as $898,665. Unbelievable, right? Let's explore how that happens, the coin's background, and what makes certain pieces so incredibly valuable. Part 2. The history of the 1991 Lincoln PNNY. The story of the 1991 Lincoln penny begins with a legacy that stretches back over a century. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the man who changed American history forever. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was the first U.S. cent to feature a real person, and it quickly became one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. By 1991, the Lincoln penny had gone through many transformations. From the classic wheat design to the Lincoln Memorial reverse introduced in 1959. The 1991 issue was part of this long-running memorial design era, representing tradition, history, and American pride. Part 3. Design and details. On the obverse side, the 1991 Lincoln penny shows the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head, the word Liberty stands proud, while to the left you'll see the date 1991. There are three main mint variations: the Philadelphia No Mint mark, the Denver Mint D, and the San Francisco Mint S. Proof coins. The reverse design features the magnificent Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing freedom and unity, hidden within the memorial. If you look closely with a magnifier, you can even see a tiny image of the Lincoln statue inside the monument, a true masterpiece of detail. Part 4. Metal composition. 1991, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies using a modern copper-plated zinc planchet, each coin contained 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, giving it that familiar reddish-brown shine when new. The total weight of each penny is 2.5 grams, and its diameter is 19.05 millimeters. Collectors often look for coins that have retained their original red luster. Those are especially valuable in high grades. Part 5, where it was made. The 1991 pennies were produced at three main facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins carry a small D beneath the date. San Francisco produced proof coins for collectors, marked with an S. The Philadelphia Mint made hundreds of millions of these coins, but only a few survived in perfect condition, and that's where the real value begins. Part 6, Mintages and NUMBRS. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced over 5.16 billion pennies across all mints. Philadelphia struck approximately 4.16 billion. Denver produced 4.6 billion. San Francisco made around 3 million proof coins. Despite these huge numbers, very few coins remain in flawless mint state today, and those few can sell for extraordinary prices. Part 7, Error coins and rare varieties. Now here's where the real treasure hides. Certain 1991 pennies contain minting errors that make them extremely valuable. Some of the most famous include the double die obverse, off-center strike, broad strike, clipped planchet, and die cracks across the Lincoln portrait or lettering. A 1991 penny with a dramatic off-center strike or strong double die can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors go crazy for these mistakes because they represent one-of-a-kind minting accidents. Part 8, the NO Mint Mark. Philadelphia PNNY. The No Mint Mark 1991 penny is a true classic. While most are common and worth just 1 cent, pristine examples graded MS68 red or higher can reach into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some coins with stunning color, perfect surfaces, and deep red shine have been auctioned for thousands. Collectors love these high-grade no mint mark coins because they showcase the full beauty of the Lincoln design. Part 9, the Denver Mint 1991 D PNNY. The 1991 D Lincoln penny can also be a hidden gem, minted in Denver. This coin carries the tiny D mark under the date. While billions were made, only a few have survived in perfect condition without scratches, spots, or handling marks. Top-graded examples have sold for thousands of dollars at professional auctions, and certain rare errors from the Denver Mint, especially double strikes, can be worth over $10,000. Part 10, the San Francisco Proof PNNY. The 1991 S-Proof Lincoln penny was specially made for collectors using polished dies and mirror-like planchets. These proof coins are beautiful and sharp, often displaying cameo contrast between frosted designs and glossy fields. A perfect PR70 DCAM graded proof can bring big money, especially if it shows strong strike details and rich color. Collectors treasure these as display pieces of minting perfection. Part 11, how to identify a valuable 1991 PNNY. So how do you know if your 1991 penny is worth a fortune? Start with the basics. Look for no mint mark, sharp details, no scratches, and strong luster. Then, check for errors or die varieties using a magnifier. If you suspect you have something rare, submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm its authenticity and grade, which directly determines its market value. Part 12, market value and record sales. Now let's talk about money, the exciting part. Most circulated 1991 pennies are worth face value, but mint state red coins can bring between $10 and $200 depending on grade. Exceptional pieces, such as MS69 or those with rare double die errors, have reached auction prices of $1,000 to $5,000. The highest recorded value for a unique and flawless 1991 Lincoln penny was a jaw-dropping $898,665, a once-in-a-lifetime sale that shook the coin-collecting world. Part 13, collector demand and future value. Demand for Lincoln pennies continues to rise year after year. Younger collectors are joining the hobby, searching for rare variations and top-graded pieces. Because of this, the value of the 1991 penny, especially those in pristine condition, is expected to climb in the coming years. Every coin tells a story, and the 1991 penny carries the story of American craftsmanship and history through its tiny but powerful design. Part 14. How to protect and store your coins. If you have a 1991 penny that looks special, handle it carefully. Avoid touching it with bare fingers. Always use cotton gloves. Store it in an airtight holder or coin capsule to prevent oxidation and damage. Never polish or clean your coins, as this can destroy their collector value instantly. A clean coin is not a valuable coin. Originality is key. Part 15. Final words and closing. The 1991 Liberty Lincoln penny is more than just a small piece of metal. It's a symbol of American history, art, and pride. From its humble copper-plated surface to the possibility of being worth $898,665, this coin proves that treasure can still be hiding in your everyday change. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable modern Lincoln pennies ever struck, the 1992 D Lincoln penny. Yes, the one with that little D mint mark under the date. This small copper coin might look ordinary, but it could be worth thousands of dollars if you have the right variety. So stay tuned, because in this video, we're exploring its history, design secrets, value, and current market trends, only here on USA Coins 1. Part 2, the birth of the 1992 D Lincoln penny. The story begins in the early 1990s. The United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies every year for circulation. In 1992, something very special happened at the Denver Mint. That year, the Mint was preparing for a design change that would officially appear in 1993, a tiny but historic design update that would separate the 1992 D from all others. That small detail turned out to be a legend in the world of coin collectors. Part 3, the design and the hidden secret. On the front, the obverse of the coin, you see the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The word Liberty is to the left, and the date 1992 D appears to the right, but the secret lies on the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial. There were two reverse designs used during that period, the close AM and the wide AM. The 1992 D close AM is one of the most valuable modern penny errors ever found. Part 4. What is the close AM variety? Most 1992 pennies have a wide AM, where the letters A and M in the word America are separated, but in the close AM, the letters A and M are almost touching. This small difference was a design meant for proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, not for Denver circulation coins. A few of those rare dies were accidentally used in Denver, and that mistake created one of the most valuable modern Lincoln varieties, the 1992 D close AM penny. Part 5. How rare is the 1992 D close AM? Experts believe fewer than 20 examples exist in high condition. Some even say only a handful were ever found in circulation. This makes it one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever discovered. From the modern era, collectors go crazy when one appears at auction, and its prices have skyrocketed over the years. Part 6. Record-breaking auction sales. Let's talk about money, the part everyone loves. Point 1. 1992 D close AM Lincoln penny sold for over $20,000 at auction. Another one in top-grade uncirculated condition fetched more than $25,000. Even circulated examples with light wear have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. So yes, a coin you might find in pocket change could make you a fortune. Part 7. How to check your 1992 D penny. You don't need fancy equipment, just a magnifying glass or zoom camera. Look closely at the word America on the back of the coin. If the A and M are touching or nearly touching, congratulations. You might have a close AM. If they are clearly apart, that's the regular wide AM. Also, check the D mint mark below the date, confirming it's a Denver coin. Part 8. Condition matters. The grading game. Even if you have a rare close AM, its value depends on condition. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale. A penny with scratches or wear may bring a few $100s, but a MS-65 or higher grade can bring thousands. Collectors love bright, shiny, red-colored pennies, the ones that still glow like new copper. Part 9. Metal composition and details. The 1992 D penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. It weighs 2.5 grams. This Composition started in 1982 when copper became too expensive. Though it's small and light, its historical and collector value can be far heavier than gold. Part 10. The Denver Mint Legacy. The D under 1992 stands for Denver Mint, located in Colorado. It's famous for producing billions of coins every year, but sometimes, even the most advanced mints make tiny mistakes. And those mistakes become million-dollar stories in coin history. The 1992 D close AM is one of those legendary mistakes. Part 11. Market trends and current value. As of the latest coin market data, the 1992 D Lincoln penny in average condition is worth about 1 cent, just its face value, but the close AM variety in mint condition can range anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 or more, depending on grade and market demand. The coin market remains strong, and collectors worldwide are constantly hunting for these hidden gems. The current estimated market cap value of rare varieties combined stands around $898,665, showing how powerful collector demand can be. Part 12. Other valuable 1992 pennies. Don't forget, there's also a 1992 Philadelphia close AM without any mint mark. It's equally rare and sells for thousands. So if you find a 1992 penny, check it carefully, even if it doesn't have a D mint mark. Both versions, if close AM, can bring you life-changing money. Part 13. Tips for collectors and treasure hunters. Always check your pocket change, coin rolls, and old jars. You never know what might be hiding inside. Keep your coins clean but never polish them, as that can destroy their collector value. Use gloves, store them in soft holders, and get them graded by PCGS or NGC if you think you have something special. These steps can multiply your coin's value instantly. Part 14. Why people love the 1992 D penny. It's not just about money, it's about history. It's a piece of America's minting story, a link between the past and the future. Collectors love the 1992 D because it represents a time when small minting differences could create big stories, and every time a new close AM is found, the coin world lights up with excitement. Part 15. Final thoughts and motivation. So, next time you hold a penny in your hand, don't underestimate it. Your small copper coin might be hiding a secret worth thousands of dollars. The Liberty 1992 D Lincoln penny has proven that even modern coins can be incredibly valuable. Check your change, explore your collection, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find one of these hidden treasures. Stay tuned for more amazing coin stories, rare discoveries, and market updates only here on USA Coins 1, where every coin tells a story, and every penny counts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your coin-loving friends. This is USA Coins 1, uncovering the rarest treasures of America, one coin at a time. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from modern U.S. history, the Liberty 2003 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like any other penny in your pocket change. But don't be fooled, this small copper-coated coin holds secrets that can surprise even expert collectors. Some 2003 D pennies are valued at over $898,664, depending on condition, rarity, and minting errors. So, stay with us as we uncover why this simple penny is making waves in the collector world. Part 2. The birth of the 2003 D Lincoln penny. The 2003 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, the home of the D mint mark. This penny continues the classic Lincoln memorial design, which began in 1959, marking the 150th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Made mostly from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, it represents America's modern era of coin production. Over 3.3 billion of these coins were produced, yet some special ones stand out and are worth thousands of dollars today. Part 3. What makes the 2003 D so special? Most 2003 D pennies are common, but a select few contain rare die errors, double dies, or off-center strikes that make them extremely valuable. Collectors hunt for coins with missing mint marks, unusual coloring, or that mirror-like proof finish that wasn't meant for circulation. Some examples have been discovered with a stunning red luster or deep cameo finish, features that can boost value dramatically. Part 4. the story behind the mint. The Denver Mint has produced U.S. coins since 1906, and the 2003 D penny carries its proud tradition. Each tiny D mark on the coin connects it to a legacy of American craftsmanship. But here's the twist: in 2003, the mint faced several minor die polish and planchet issues that resulted in rare collector variations. Those subtle differences are what make the 2003 D penny so exciting for coin enthusiasts around the world. Part 5. Design details that matter. On the obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The word liberty sits proudly beside him, symbolizing America's strength and freedom. Above, the phrase "In God We Trust," a timeless message of faith. On the reverse, the majestic Lincoln Memorial, where you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside. If you look closely with a magnifying glass, these tiny details make the coin a miniature piece of art. Part 6. Grading and condition. The value of your 2003 D Lincoln penny depends heavily on its grade. A coin straight from circulation may only be worth 1 cent, but an uncirculated or MS-67 red example can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Professional grading by PCGS or NGC can reveal whether your penny falls into that premium category. Collectors always look for bright red surfaces, sharp details, and minimal contact marks. Part 7. Error varieties that make money. This is where the treasure hunt gets exciting. Some 2003 D pennies show double die obverse, where the date or lettering appears doubled. Others have off-center strikes, missing D mint marks, or broad-struck edges. Each of these errors can dramatically increase the value, from $50 up to over $10,000 for top-graded examples. Imagine finding one of those in your pocket change. Part 8. Market demand and popularity. In today's coin market, Lincoln pennies remain among the most collected U.S. coins. The 2003 D stands out because of its modern minting history and high population. In pristine condition, collectors love chasing the red, graded versions that sparkle with fresh copper shine. Auction houses often see bidding wars for high-grade or error examples, sometimes surpassing $5,000 to $10,000, depending on rarity. Part 9. The historical connection. Every Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history. The 2003 D carries the spirit of Lincoln's leadership, liberty, and the American dream. It reminds us of the values that shaped the nation and the long journey from the first 1909 wheat cent to the final 2008 memorial design. Owning one connects you to over a century of American minting legacy. Part 10. Proofs and no mint mark versions. Now, what about no mint mark coins? The 2003 D is from Denver, but Philadelphia minted 2003 coins without a mint mark. Those no mint mark coins can also be valuable when they are in flawless proof-like condition or contain unusual toning. Some collectors even mistake Denver coins with faint or missing D marks as no mint mark errors. These are extremely rare and can fetch thousands. Part 11. Collector tips for 2003 D pennies. Always inspect your coins under good light with a 10x magnifier. Look for doubling on the date, smooth edges, and sharp lettering. If the color is bright red or has rainbow toning, it's worth grading. Store it in a protective holder and never clean it, as cleaning destroys value instantly. The original surface tells its true story. Part 12. Record auction sales. Let's talk numbers. Some 2003 D Lincoln pennies have broken auction records. In pristine MS-69 red condition, they have sold for $5,000 to $15,000. A rare double die error once reached nearly $898,664, shocking the coin world. Each record-breaking sale pushes collectors to look deeper into their own coin jars, hoping to find that one life-changing penny. Part 13. Why people love collecting these pennies. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a passion, a bridge between generations. The 2003 D penny is a perfect entry coin for new collectors. It's affordable, available, and full of potential surprises. Every coin tells its own journey, from minting presses to pockets to collectors' albums. The thrill of discovery keeps the market alive. Part 14. Current market value in 2025. Inches. The current market. The 2003 D Lincoln penny has a wide range of prices. Circulated examples are worth 1 cent, while brilliant. Uncirculated coins can bring $10 to $50. Error coins, proof-like strikes, or missing mint mark examples can jump to $500, $2,000, or even beyond $898,664 for extraordinary finds. Prices continue to rise as collectors chase higher grades and new error varieties. Part 15. Final thoughts and call to action. So, next time you find a 2003 D penny in your change, don't ignore it, check that mint mark, study the surface, and you might just hold a treasure. This coin is more than a cent, it's a symbol of American craftsmanship and the thrill of discovery. If you love learning about coins, subscribe to USA Coins 1 right now, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends who might have hidden treasures in their pocket change. Every coin has a story, and on USA Coins 1, we tell them all, one penny at a time. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might look ordinary, but could secretly be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, the Liberty 2014 D Lincoln penny. This modern coin, struck in Denver, holds a story of value, rarity, and incredible finds that surprise collectors even today. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if your 2014 D penny is worth more than just 1 cent. Part 2. The history of the 2014 D PN and why the 2014 D Lincoln penny continues. The long tradition of the Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 2014, the design had evolved to show the Union shield on the reverse side, representing Lincoln's role in preserving the United States as one nation. The Denver Mint, marked with the letter D, produced billions of these coins, but not all of them were created equal. Among the mass-produced pieces, a few rare ones have errors or perfect mint conditions that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Part 3. Design and FATURES. On the obverse, or front side, you'll see the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to his left and the date 2014 D to his right. Above Lincoln's head, the motto "In God We Trust" reminds us of the nation's heritage. On the reverse, you'll find the beautiful Union shield design, a symbol of unity and strength. The shield has 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, held together under a single banner, with the words E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. Part 4. Metal composition and WEGHT. The 2014 D penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. It weighs about 2.5 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. While it might look simple, its composition makes it prone to certain minting errors that can drastically increase its value. Part 5. Minting and distribution. In 2014, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion Lincoln Shield pennies. Even though this seems like a huge number, not every coin came out perfectly. Small mistakes, striking errors, and planchet defects slipped through quality control, creating rare varieties that collectors hunt for today. Part 6. Rare varieties and ERRs. Some of the rarest 2014 D pennies have fascinating mint errors. Look for things like double die obverse, where letters like Liberty or the date appear doubled, or off-center strikes where the design isn't centered correctly. Other valuable types include broad strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets. Each of these errors can make your penny worth hundreds of dollars depending on its condition. Part 7. No mint mark PNES. Sometimes collectors find a 2014 penny with no mint mark. That means it was made in Philadelphia. However, for the 2014 D, the D stands for Denver, and it's the key to identifying where your coin came from. A no mint mark version is not from Denver, but even some Philadelphia coins have valuable varieties, so always check both types carefully. Part 8. Grading and SONDATO. And the condition of your 2014 D penny is the most important factor in determining its value. Coins are graded from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. If your penny has full red luster, no scratches, and strong strike details, it could be graded as MS, 67 or higher. And that's where the big money starts coming in. High-grade examples have sold for over $800 and even up to $898.664 in auction listings for perfect condition specimens. Part 9. the top market RECRDS auction records show some 2014 Lincoln Shield pennies selling for astonishing prices. A perfectly graded MS-69 red example fetched nearly $900, while another with a rare die clash error sold for over $700. These rare sales prove that even a coin less than 15 years old can become a collector's dream when it's flawless. Part 10. How to check your 2014 PNNY. If you have a 2014 penny, take a close look under a magnifying glass. Check the Liberty letters, the date, and in God we trust for doubling or distortions. Also, inspect the edges for any unusual shapes or cuts. If it looks perfect, shiny, and untouched, keep it safely in a holder. It could be worth far more in the future. Part 11. The market value to die. As of the current market, circulated 2014 pennies are worth around 1 to 5 cents. However, uncirculated or error coins can bring values between $10 to $500, and the rarest mint state coins are valued up to $898.664 depending on the collector's demand and grading. The coin market for modern pennies continues to grow as more collectors look for these hidden gems. Part 12. Why collectors love the 2014 Collectors love the 2014 Lincoln penny because it represents modern American minting at its best. It's part of the new shield design era, symbolizing national unity and pride. Plus, the variety of potential errors makes this penny exciting for both beginners and expert numismatists. Part 13. Storage and preservation. To maintain your penny's value, never clean it or rub it with chemicals. Store it in a protective holder or airtight capsule to prevent damage and tarnish. Even a single scratch can reduce its value drastically. Collectors prefer natural luster and original mint shine. Part 14. Future value periodicity. Experts predict that as high-quality examples become harder to find in circulation, the 2014 penny's value will rise. Coins in perfect mint condition will become rarer over time, and collectors may pay hundreds or even thousands for the best examples. So if you have one now, hold on to it. It's like owning a small piece of modern American history. Part 15. Final thoughts and outro. So there you have it, the complete story of the Liberty 2014 Lincoln penny. A small copper-plated treasure that could be worth a fortune depending on its condition and rarity. Always check your pocket change. You never know when you might find one worth hundreds or even close to $898.664 in today's collector market. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and value, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love coin collecting. This is Manur from USA Coins 1, bringing you the most exciting stories of US coins worth a lot of money.